Episode 34. Submitted by Bree. Cullman, Alabama. 35. Read exactly as submitted. We moved to Cullman the summer I turned 11 for my dad's job, and we did not know one single person in that town. The second Sunday we went to the church out on the county road, and by that afternoon there was food on our porch. 3 dishes that first week. One of them was a heavy white ceramic thing, oval, a chip out of one corner, and a strip of masking tape on the bottom with ruby on it in ballpoint, the letters gone soft from too many dishwashers. That was the whole system. You brought food in your dish, the family ate it, you got the dish back scrubbed, and in a month or 2 you did it for the next family. Half the kitchens in that congregation had another woman's dish in the cabinet waiting to go home. For 2 years we were all the way inside it. My dad ushered. When our water heater went, 3 men were in our basement before he got home from work. And I did not find that strange. I thought that was simply what a town was. He got sick that second winter. It took about 9 months. The church did not back off either. They came harder. Dinner 4 nights a week. Somebody's teenage son mowing our yard without being asked. 2 women sitting with him in the afternoons so my mother could sleep. There was a rotation. I never saw it, and it never once broke. He died on a Tuesday in the middle of March. Nobody came. The phone did not ring. No one from that church was at the funeral. There were 14 of us in that room, and 11 were family. No food came to the house, not that week, not any week after. Nobody was cold to us either. If we passed them at the store, they said hello like normal and kept walking. My mother went back one more Sunday, and then she didn't. We moved in July. I was 13, and 13 takes whatever explanation is closest to hand. Mine was that people cannot handle death, that they mean well and freeze up. I have said some version of that at parties for 20 years. Everybody nods. I kept the dish. Not on purpose. It was in the cabinet when we packed, and then it was in the next kitchen and the next. I make green bean casserole in it every Thanksgiving, and I have never once used it without thinking I ought to get it back to whoever Ruby was, and never once known how. Last October, I drove back through for a cousin's wedding and stopped at a grocery store in that town. A woman around 75 pulled her cart up short in front of mine and said, "You're Carol's girl." I said I was. I said we sure did appreciate everything y'all did for my dad. Something like that. Something you say. Her face changed. It went from glad to careful to something with a floor under it in about 2 seconds, and she said, "We would have come." I said, "Come where?" She said, "We were ready." It was all arranged. Your mother knew exactly what she was doing when she did it. I told her I did not know what she was talking about. I told her I was 13. She said, "You were." She looked at me a while and said it again. "You were." That's true. I asked her what my mother did. She said that is between your mother and the Lord and the people she said it in front of. Then I said the next thing, and I still do not know why. I said I still have Ruby's dish. I said 22 years, 6 apartments. I said it like an apology. And in a completely ordinary voice, the voice you would use about weather, she said, "Oh, you can just leave it on the porch. Her daughter's in that house now." Then she paid and went out to her car. I have asked my mother twice. The first time she said I remember it wrong, that people did call. The second time she said don't. For 2 years, those people fed us. And the week he died, every one of them stopped at the same time. And not one of them has ever said why. And I am supposed to leave the dish on a porch.